song unrelated to modern times. Hi guys, welcome to Leave Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. Yes, I was banging out to some Queensryche before we started the show today. I'm actually like doing this exact schedule now. I have like this warm-up period where I just jam for like 30 minutes, and it's mostly music from this channel, to be honest, and it's the best hype up. It's better than any drug that I've ever done, and I've done them all, to be honest. Oh, minus one, but you know what I mean. It's great. So let's do this. We are going to not finish. We're doing 3 tracks from Aqualung once again. Thank you to our alpha patron Cora for, as usual, sponsoring these Jethro Tull videos. And then once we're done with Aqualung, we are moving on to Mr. Ford Prefix pick, which is the rest of this was, I believe. I could be mistaken. I think it's either the first or the second album. He wants me to start doing that one, so we're going to be doing that one after Aqualung. The 3 songs we're doing today, it's what, Wond'ring Aloud? Was that the first one? Wond'ring Aloud, Up to Me, and My God. We've done a live version of My God. We've done a live version of a lot of their songs. Like, I've been doing Tull for a while now, but I've never done the studio ones. And we've been doing the Steven Wilson remix from like 2021, I believe, and it sounds great to me, to be honest. So I haven't heard any complaints about the mix or nothing. I think the sound is just fantastic. And the last week, it's so funny that the one song that was the shortest song is barely a minute and a half long, Cheap Day Return. It's like my new favorite Tull song. I'm not even kidding. It's at least number 2, maybe 3. But that 90 seconds was some of the best 90 seconds of music I've ever heard, to be honest. So at least for me, in my opinion. Let's do it. If y'all want to subscribe, we do this every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tull Tuesday. If you want to come hang out, come hang out. All right, first up, Wond'ring Aloud by Jethro Tull. 3, 2, 1, go. Leave a like and a comment too. What's your favorite song from this album?
Today. Last night sipped the sunset, my hand in her hair. We are our own saviors as we start, both our hearts beating live into each other. Wond'ring aloud, will the years treat us well? As she floats in the kitchen, I'm tasting the smell. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Of toast as the butter runs, then she comes, spilling crumbs on the bed. And I shake my head, and it's only the giving that makes you.
Wow.
What you
The strings are such a nice touch. Didn't we do an album and they had like strings used prominently? What was that album? Up to Me? There's that flute.
To the cinema and leave you in a wimpy bar. You tell me that we've gone too far. Come running up to me. Make the scene at Cousin Jack's. Leave him to put the bottles back. Mends his glasses that are cracked. Well, that's one up to me. Hey.
Scared me. Say hi.
I buy a silver cloud to rise. Like the tennis club inside, trouser cuffs hung far too wide. Well, it was up to me.
Back a little bit, okay.
Eyes down on your bicycle, your nose feels like an icicle. The yellow-fingered smoky girl is looking up to me. Yeah.
I couldn't even hear what she was saying, to be honest. She scared the shit out of me, bro. I did not see her coming.
Well, I'm a common working man, with a half of bitter bread and jam. And if it pleases me, I'll put one on your man. When the copper fades away.
Ian is such a good front man. He can do anything. It's crazy. Him and Peter Gabriel are prolific, man.
Season comes to pass.
Oh yeah, Jeffrey Hammond's the bassist.
And if I laughed a bit
And
too
Clive,
fast,
obviously,
well,
but
it was up to me.
It's a whole different rhythm section.
Take you to the cinema and leave you in a wimpy bar. You tell me that we've gone too far, come running up to me. Hey.
That was awesome. Now for the main attraction. I honestly don't even remember this song. Once I hear it, you know, the chorus probably I'll remember, but I remember the performance, strangely, not the song. I think this is one of the first ones I ever did. I think Aqualung was the first one ever. How far we've come. Okay, alright, now I remember. What the yeah, duh. That riff, I heard it.
What have you done? You locked him in his golden cage. Golden cage.
I remember Locomotive Breath too. That was one of the first ones.
Your religion. Him resurrected from the grave. From the grave. He is the God of nothing, if that's all that you can see. You are the God of everything. He's inside you and me.
Yes, he is. Ian knows.
So lean upon him gently and don't call on
So
him
ominous.
to save.
Yes.
You from your social
sounds so
graces. Whoa, and the sins you used to wave.
Shades of thick as a brick a little bit.
The bloody Church of England in chains of
Anglicans.
history. Requests your earthly presence at the vicarage for tea.
So this might be Glenn Cornick on bass. For this one specifically. Wow. Never has a flute sounded so rock and roll, bro. I don't remember this. That flute, man.
And the graven image, you know.
It's magical. It really is. Just
With
transports
his
you.
plastic crucifix, he's got him fixed. Confuses me as to who and where and why, as to how he gets his kicks. He gets his kicks. Confessing to the endless sin, the endless winding sounds. You'll be praying till next Thursday to all the gods that you can count.
And this is the first track on side 2, man. What a way to kick it off. That was badass. I don't think I've ever heard his flute go that hard, and I've listened to a lot of Tull, a lot of albums. Man, that was basically a flute vehicle, that song, which I don't remember that as much from the live version. Like once I heard the main riff come in the beginning, then I instantly remembered it. But at first I was like, wait, which one's My God? I honestly couldn't remember. And yeah, it hit me the second the riff started. Man, but that's a straight up just flute and riff machine right there, that song. But the commentary is so good too. I know that this whole album is kind of like not an indictment of faith, but it's kind of a re-examination, I'd say, of what we consider, norms for decorum and all that stuff, or what would you call it? The rules of engagement. No, just like how everything has been kind of operating for probably centuries now, you know, with religion and such. And this video is gonna get flagged. I already know it. For some reason, once I start talking about religion, it gets flagged, but it's okay. It's what this album kind of revolves around, so it's interesting. I feel like, you know, he's kind of calling out all those hypocrites of people that are religious, let's say, and they will say one thing and do another. The Sunday ones, you know, they're Christians on Sunday, but they're not on Saturday. You know, there's a lot of different things I saw as a kid in the church. Nothing like that, you know, but there's definitely some chagrinery. I can never say it right. There was definitely some shenanigans going on with some stuff, but I mean, it was mostly just me realizing that, you know, you have to find the answers yourself. Someone can assist you in finding said answers in certain ways, but it's like leading a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. That's what what it boils down to, I feel like. You know, like I always say, looking at through a keyhole, you can see what it is, kind of, but it's not the whole picture in the slightest, you know? And I feel like that's kind of like what religion is. But the people that practice the religion are the ones that keep it alive and that's what the religion is. It's the people and the ideas that those people believe in. And some of them are kind of off base by a lot, you know? I think we've come a long way, but there's also, I feel like, a good foundation to build upon for, like, you know, decent folks. But there's also, just like I say with anything, it's moderation. If you get too wrapped up in it, then you become a mindless zealot who likes to go around and get in people's faces and say, hey, you're going to hell. Man, I have some stories about that. But, you know, I would never hate on somebody or whatever. Do whatever you're gonna do and believe in whatever you believe, man. Whatever makes you feel good at night and helps you sleep, you know? Because this world is crazy, absolutely nuts, and it's even crazier right now. So whatever comforts you and brings you hope, go for it. It doesn't interfere with my life, so why would I care? So next week is gonna be Hymn 43, Slipstream, finally, Locomotive Breath, and I think it's it. Maybe Wind Up. So side 1 is called Aqua Lung and side 2 is called My God. I did not know that. That's interesting. They both start off with those tracks, obviously. I loved Wond'ring Aloud. I should have just thrown it on. Well, no, that would have screwed up the videos, but I like these interludes a lot, obviously, because Cheap Day Return, like I said, it's like one of my new favorite tracks of theirs. That one was really good too. I don't think it was as good as the previous one, but it fits the theme of the album, you know, with the acoustic guitar. That's kind of like the sound aesthetic that he's going for, I feel like, in this album. You know, it's the acoustic paired up with the electric when it comes in, like real heavy, basically. The duality of light and darkness almost. But also, like there's always layers and levels to what Ian writes, and the music itself. You know, Martin is tearing it up when he comes in. I mean, if it's a lot of acoustic guitar, but that's what features the electric, because you hear so much acoustic. Once that electric comes in, you're like, damn, that is good, you know? And that's a smart way of writing an album, especially if you're going to be featuring, you know, acoustic so much. Definitely accent the acoustic with the electric like that. It sounds awesome. It's like you know, like heavy footsteps or, like, you know, galloping of horses coming out of nowhere. You know, it's kind of quiet and serene, and then bam, there it is. And I think Clive and Glenn, Glenn played on My God, but then, oh man, I just had his name. Jeffrey Hammond, I believe is what his name was, right? Yeah, Jeffrey Hammond. Credited as Jeffrey Hammond. That's great. So he did bass guitar, but then it says for My God and Wond'ring Aloud, it was Glenn Cornick, but he wasn't credited on the album apparently. And of course Ian, Martin Barr, John Evan on piano, and then Clive on drums. Interesting. Descant recorder. What the hell is a Descant recorder? That's crazy. I don't know about the second one that we listened to, which was Up to Me. That felt like a kind of a take on their bluesier stuff, you know, from their earlier albums. It had that kind of oomph to it, you know. My God had its moments. I felt like that was more of like a flute, you know, one, which I loved. I thought the flute was great in that. But the second one had a little more oomph to it, you know. That I think Martin's guitar definitely played a big part in that, and Ian's very interesting vocals as he takes on all kinds of different voices and stuff, you know. And I think that's what makes him, and what separates him from the rest of most vocalists, I feel like, his songwriting ability. He's actually a musician as well. You know, he plays instruments and he just can do all these voices. He can, I don't know, kind of do the laughy talk voice that he does. He does the singing voice, and then like the voice he busts out on the interludes, that sounds like actually him singing and not doing the you know. And I think that he's a beautiful voice, man. He should definitely on this Monday morning quarterbacking albums that came out 50 years ago. You know, he should definitely sing more, but he does on other albums. Man, it's so far, this is shaping up to be one of my favorite albums, man, because it's so stripped back and so down to earth in a way, you know, even though they're dealing with such lofty themes as like religion and, you know, hypocrisy and such things, which those are big subjects to tackle. And there's a lot of nuance that has to be, you know, given credit for, I think, and for people to actually discuss these things, because we get so fixated on what we believe that we just kind of disregard what others believe. And I think that's a shame, because that's how you learn, man. You don't know all the answers. I don't know all the answers. I learn them from other people. I learn them from situations. I learn them from music, you know, whatever it may be, you know. We don't have all the answers. You especially don't. I especially don't. And that's why we kind of just got to get along and learn from each other, man. That's the whole point of this game, you know. We just got to keep playing it, and one day, hopefully, we'll see what the prize is, right? I think that's what it comes down to. But like I said, whatever helps you sleep good at night. I'm not gonna say nothing, because I wouldn't want someone to say anything to me about what I believe, you know. Just a thought. Thanks for watching. Patreon right here. Oh, there you go. That's a picture of it. There's a link in the description. If you join the $15 tier or up, you get one free request a month. If you want to get a video like Miss Cora did here, you have to be in the album tier, because we're doing a whole album. We're also working through Fly Like an Eagle by Steve Miller Band, which was our alpha patron Gail's pick, you know. So if you want to get an album done, that's the way to do it. But if you want just one video, you know, one song, $15 tier. And if you want to send a request in via PayPal, that is also in the description as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I'd say out of all that, My God obviously is my favorite, but I did really like, oh my God, I'm so bad with names, bro. No, I don't want the first one. No, I'm not looking at my phone. Fuck that. What is it? Wond'ring Aloud. Sorry. Yeah, that one was really good too. But yeah, My God was definitely the best of the three. And I can't wait to hear Slipstream next week. Thank you again, Cora. I'm out. Oh, no, I'm not out, actually. My volume just went down. Oh, no, the brightness went down. Oh. 1 second. Nope.